Well, today just proved that the Denver Broncos are the smartest and most well-run organization in all of football. Today, we saw a couple of massive contract extensions get signed and two players become the highest paid guys at their respective positions. Let's go ahead and bring in this first tweet here. A couple of hours ago, it was announced that the Kansas City Chiefs have signed their All-Pro right guard Trey Smith to a 4-year, $94 million extension. That's an average annual value of $23.5 million per year. So, Smith had been franchise tagged this offseason. The Chiefs didn't want him to play on that tag. They now give him a massive deal. Then, just a few minutes ago, it was announced that the Jets and Sauce Gardner have agreed on a deal to make him the highest paid corner in the NFL at $30.1 million per year on a 4-year, $120.4 million extension. So, obviously, big money, but how this ties in with the Broncos is they got ahead of the market when paying both of their all-pro guys at these two positions, and now both of these deals look like absolute steals. Let's go ahead and look at guards. The Broncos paid Quinn Miner last July. They gave him a 4-year extension worth $72 million, an average annual value of $18 million per year. Now, that makes Miners the 8th highest paid guard in the league in terms of average annual value. Talk about an absolute steal. Quinn Miners is easily the best guard in all of football right now, and I don't think it's close. First team All-Pro last year, and now he is getting paid chump change for his position. And that's not even the biggest steal out of all these deals. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Pat Certan's deal after the Sauce Gardner news came down. Sauce came in and he completely shattered the market, over $30 million a year. That makes Pat Surtain's $24 million a year look like absolute chump change once again. That is the benefit, folks, of getting ahead of the market. We've got other organizations in the NFL that don't seem to realize how smart it is to get ahead of the market, like the Cincinnati Bengals with the whole T. Higgins and Jamar Chase situation. They could have paid them a year earlier than they did, gotten ahead of the market, and not have to dish out as much money as they did, but ultimately, they were stubborn and they ended up having to pay probably $10 million more per year to both of those players. If they had just gotten it done earlier, they would have saved a lot of money. The Denver Broncos were smart. As soon as these guys were eligible for extensions, they prioritized them and they got them done quickly. Quinn Miner was extended last July, and Pat Certan was extended right before the Week 1 opener up in Seattle. So, yeah, man, this is why I'm so happy with the current state of the Denver Broncos organization. Shout out ownership, shout out George Paton, shout out Sean Payton. All of these guys have stabilized this organization, and now we're making these power moves before the rest of the NFL, and the Broncos have arguably two of the best players at their respective positions on extraordinarily cheap deals. That is the benefit, folks, of getting ahead of the market. Alright guys, be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it, guys. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. And until next time, guys, I'm your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.